world #1 and tournament favorite Dustin Johnson took a tumble down the stairs. He hopes to play tomorrow.
I cannot imagine a more dramatic, startling development.
I've never seen anything like this.
Quite often it gets worse in the next 12 to 24 hours.
That injury is fairly significant.
He benefits from having the last tee time off just after 2 o'clock. There's going to make every intent, every effort for Johnson to play.
The major favorite coming into the first major of the year, questionable to start on Thursday.
The big question was, would Dustin Johnson even play?
Just spoke to DJ and he said, we'll see, we're going to give it a try.
He ultimately decided to withdraw from the Masters.
World #1 missed. Let's take a look at world #1s that have missed majors in the past. The list is fairly short, Bob, and obviously most of those all injury related.
Yeah, some of them kind of freak, like Dustin Johnson. Of course, Rory McIlroy injured his foot playing soccer, a little bit ahead. Tiger Woods with the death of his father there at one point as well. It was, there's just some freaky things that happen sometimes, and as you say, sometimes they're all just about injuries.
Before we jump into DJ, let's hear from world #1 after the withdrawal, Dustin Johnson.
I could swing maybe 70% was about max, and it still hurt. It wasn't the problem. It didn't hurt. The backswing's fine. I could swing, take it back. It was impact, and through impact is where it would catch, and so I just felt like I'm not going to be able to compete. This is one of my favorite tournaments of the year. I feel like I'm playing the best golf of my career right now, and for me to pull out is, it sucks.
Bob, I'm not going to say that I know what DJ should be doing for his body. He has a great team of physicians and coaches, etc., around him, doctors. So they probably made the right decision for what they think is best for DJ's health and moving forward. That being said, I got to think that most of the people on the golf course, I know a lot of the media was shocked that he didn't give it a go, which leads me to believe that maybe there's more going on here than what we're being told. It's awfully quiet right now.
I'm not sure if it's what to make of it. That's the one thing that we don't really know. But I can tell you, if this was not Augusta National, if this was not the Masters, I'll bet you Dustin Johnson pulled out 5 minutes after he slipped on those steps. He really wanted to try and give this a go. So I think that may play into it. The other side of it, though, is if he knew he wasn't going to be competitive, if he knew he wasn't going to have a chance to win, it probably was a tough decision to make. But I think you have to pull yourself out.
Were you faked out at all? Because I got totally faked. He went to the driving range with his TrackMan. They're trying to figure out, what's he swinging at? He said, I'm swinging about 70%. It was hurting at impact. So they were looking for maybe a reason to kind of stay in it. Made the meandering walk over to the putting green and first tee area. When he got over there, I thought, okay, here we go. Like, if he was going to withdraw, he would have pulled off at the range. He would have put hands up, walk away. I can't make full swings. Were you faked out at all? When he made the kind of saunter to the first tee area, did you think he was going?
For sure. I thought he was. And I actually sort of said, okay, he's going to give it a try. And we were joking about, his 70% off the tee is probably like most people's 100%. But I think it shows you that he was right up to the very last moment before his tee time at 2:03. He was still thinking about playing.
I would say this too, for all you, quote unquote haters out there who are suggesting that there's an asterisk with Sergio's win because world #1 wasn't in it, the heavy favorite. I don't buy that whatsoever. Those first 2 days at Augusta were so bizarre. They were so difficult. There was people crumbling all over the place. Is not, with all due respect to Dustin Johnson, who is #1 in the world, there's a chance he doesn't make the weekend, Bob.
There's also, you don't know what to think of it. We don't really know the extent of the injury. He said, well, he'll be fine in 2 or 3 days, but we haven't really heard anything yet. An update on where he is. We don't know when he's going to play next. We don't know if he's hitting balls right now, and he is back to normal. It was apparently just a muscle contusion that happened. There was no breaks or anything more serious than that, but we'll find out when we see him again, I guess.